I think it would not be that hard to try to make anatomies of silence that are available without too much difficulty, like this park that we're standing in front of right now. And I'll just say a word about it because I think it's important. When this is Paley's Park, which was built in 1967, and when it was conceived, it was really conceived as part of a utopian project on the part of the then New York City Park Commissioner to take advantage of spaces that were otherwise vacant, and also at that point vacant buildings. At that point, between the two, there were over 700 in Bedford-Stuyvesant alone, and create some way in which people would be able to get away from the din of the streets very quickly and come back out with a sense of renewal. And I think that that's a particular kind of renewal that silence can offer, that one hopes sensitizes, because of the contrast, that person more to sound. Therefore, that person is more willing, again, maybe to step in and do something about what exists. Are there ways that we can use silence to deconstruct some of that larger power structure that's being imposed from top down in terms of sound? And we might look at a statement by Sarah Palin when she was interviewed by Charlie Gibson in that famous interview when she was asked how she felt about receiving the vice presidential nomination. Did she really feel she was qualified? And she said at one point, "Charlie, you can't blink," with the implication that certainly pervades this moment of the imperative to be wired at all moments. That is an imperative to be absolutely reactive, rather than the modality of thought that I think silence really encourages, which is one of reflection. What I'm really interested in is trying to think about how we can make a more sociable, vibrant silence that's part of everyday life. Because our problem really is this glut of stimulation. So as long as we feel that our solutions have to lie in a greater and greater saturation in some sort of sensory stimuli, we're never going to get out of the trap. But there's nothing. I think there's nothing wrong with stepping in and out of where we are. I think we have to, at the very least, divide our allocation of resources between the effort to do something to control large noise sources and to make these spaces of silence and to educate people about the possibilities. We have to make silence something that feels like it can be shared, not just this very private, inward possession of those enlightened enough to know it's good.